Hello, I'm going to go over this worksheet graphing Jupiter wind speed and direction. And what we've learned already is that the winds on Jupiter blow in different directions. Sometimes they blow in a band that goes to the east. Sometimes they blow in a band that goes to the west. And you can see that in this image here, where it's showing you these dark bands are blowing in this direction and these light bands are blowing in that direction. And then there's also different names for these. You don't have to know all this stuff, but it does give some definitions here. The difference between zones and belts. So there's actually a lot of info, but we're just trying to get the idea of winds blowing in different directions and different speeds across the upper atmosphere of Jupiter. All right, we have a data table here that gives us the latitude and then the velocity. Now the velocity, you'll see some velocities have a negative number. That doesn't mean that it's going in a negative speed. The negative is just indicating what direction it is. So a negative means that it's going to be moving to the west, and a positive means that it's going to be moving to the east. So you'll see that when I set this up. Okay. Here's my map of Jupiter, and I got my graph above that. So let's give this a title. And we're going to say wind speed and direction. At the bottom here, and I want to make sure I get this right, at the bottom, I'm going to take this line, and that is going to be my zero latitude. My zero velocity line. And from 0, I will go 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500. And then I do the same thing, but negative numbers in this direction. Now remember, the negative is just indicating whether it's east or west. So negative 300, it's 300 kilometers per hour, but going to the west. I'm going to write velocity down here. And I have to put my units. We always want to put our units, kilometers per hour in this case. And then along the side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do our latitude. And the latitude line, let's see, 0 latitude is right here. And that one, we're gonna go by tens. And we should go all the way up to the top of the planet, or close to it anyways. And we're gonna be at 90 degrees latitude. That's right at the poles. And I'm gonna go ahead and use negatives for the latitude going south, towards the South Pole. All right, now using this latitude, we want to have our title there. And in this case, I'm just going to write in degrees because these are degrees of latitude. Now I want to use my data table to start graphing. So let's take a look at this. Some of the latitudes are positive and then some of them are negative. Some of the velocities are positive and some are negative. This first one, 60 degrees latitude, negative 50 velocity. So I'm going to go 60 latitude, negative 50 velocity is right here. And so that dot goes there. The next one is 50 latitude, 100 velocity. So 50 latitude, 100 velocity is right here. I'm going to do one more. 40 latitude, negative 50 velocity. So 40 latitude, and negative 150 velocity is right there. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna start connecting these all the way down the paper, because you're gonna see it's gonna go back and forth, back and forth. And the further it goes to one side or the other, the stronger those winds are. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.